There have been studies by Dr. Eric Verdin out of the Buck Institute for Aging in Novato, California. He did some of these studies with a ketogenic diet in rodents, and it did seem to extend life expectancy, but more importantly, the health span. So particularly in the brain. So it's like their brain had aged much, much better. They had less of all of the pathological features of Alzheimer's disease.
Mhm.
And again, I do think, like I mentioned, I'm super interested in beta-hydroxybutyrate in particular. I mean, it's multifactorial because on the one hand, you're not eating as much glucose, right? And that in and of itself is important because glucose can be so damaging, particularly if you're not physically active. Because it's not, if you're physically active and you're eating some amount of glucose, it's going into your muscle.
Yeah.
It's not damaging the vascular system. The vascular system is very much related to the brain, right? So when you start to stiffen your blood vessels and stiffen everything, I mean that's affecting blood flow to the brain. It's causing hypertension. That all affects brain aging as well. So I think just and then the damage that the glucose does in and of itself. Like I mean, there's studies. It's really interesting. There's studies showing that people, even on the high end of normal in terms of their blood glucose levels, so they're normal, but they're kind of on the high end of normal. They had more brain atrophy than people on the low end of normal.
By brain atrophy, you mean their brain was
Shrinking. And it was the hippocampus, by the way. Again, that part of the brain that's involved in learning and memory. So the glucose itself has this effect on causing damage and accelerating the aging process. But then there's this other very interesting effect of these chemicals that are made as a byproduct of being in ketosis, and that is the beta-hydroxybutyrate, that ketone body, gets into the brain.